There are moments in our lives that don't just pass, they imprint, they reorganize something in us, a sentence, a look, a betrayal, an experience we didn't have the capacity to process at the time. And from that moment on, we begin to live around it. Not always consciously, but if you look closely, you'll see it in the places you avoid, in the reactions that feel bigger than the moment. In the patterns that repeat, even when you know better. In the work that I do and in my own life, I've come to see that these moments don't disappear. They go somewhere. They live in what we might call the shadow, and they're not unprotected. There is a part of you, a very intelligent part of you, that stands guard at the edge of that memory. Its job is to make sure you never feel that way again. And it's good at its job. It creates distraction. It creates chaos. It pulls you away right when you get close. And most people think of that part of them is the problem, but it's not. It's a protector. And behind that protector is something much more vulnerable. A younger part of you that experienced something it couldn't hold. And it's still there, waiting, not to be fixed, but to not be alone anymore. And what you're about to hear is a way of understanding that inner landscape, not as an idea, but as a lived experience. There are three voices: the part of you that's ready to return, the part of you that stands guard, and the part of you that never left. If you feel something while you listen, slow down, let it happen. There's no rush here. This is not about forcing your way into anything. It's about becoming someone who can be trusted by their own system. Take a breath and listen. This is the three that live within. Your voice, the one who returns. There's something in me that I've been circling for a long time, not ignoring it, not exactly, but never staying long enough to really meet it. I can feel where the edge is. It shows up in small ways. A conversation that gets too close and I shift. A feeling that starts to rise and I reach for something, anything, to move away from it. It's subtle, but it's constant. There's a place in me that I don't go. And I've told myself a lot of stories about that I've already worked through it, that it doesn't matter anymore, that I'm past it. But if I'm honest, there's a part of me that still reacts like it's happening now. And I don't think that part of me is wrong. So I'm not coming in here to conquer anything. I'm not coming in here to prove that I'm strong enough now. I've tried that. It doesn't work. I'm coming back differently, slower, with more humility than I had before. And I know something now that I didn't know then. I don't have to do this alone. Because if I try to white knuckle my way into this, I will lose myself in it. I've done that before too. So I'm bringing support. I'm bringing steadiness. I'm bringing willingness to feel what's here without needing it to change. And I'm not here to relieve it. I'm here to sit with the part of me that never got to leave it. If that part of me doesn't trust me yet, that makes sense. I wouldn't either. So I'll wait, not passively, but with presence. I'll stay long enough for something in me to recognize I'm not the one who leaves anymore. The guardian, the one who stands at the threshold. No, stop right there. You don't get to come in here like this. Good intentions like that means anything to me. I've seen you like this before, certain, grounded, ready, right before you touch something real and disappear. You don't remember it the way I do. I do. I remember what it took to keep this contained, what it cost. You felt it once fully, and it was too much. Your system couldn't hold it, so something had to step in. That something was me. I learned how to shut it down, how to redirect you, how to make sure you never stayed long enough to feel all of it again. You call it distraction. You call it self-sabotage. I call it survival. And now you're back, talking about being ready, talking about staying. You don't get to just decide that. Because if I'm wrong, if I let you through and you can't hold it, you don't just hurt, you fragment. And I won't let that happen again. So don't try to push past me. Don't try to convince me I don't care how much you've learned. I don't care what you do when it starts to hurt. Do you stay or do you leave? Because that's the only thing that matters here. You want access? Then show me, not once, not when it's easy. Show me you can stay when every instinct in your body is telling you to get out. Show me you can hold yourself without collapsing, without checking out, without handing this off to someone else the moment it gets heavy. And don't come alone. That's how I know you're serious. Because if you come alone, you're still pretending. I'll be watching. Every time you get close, every time you start to feel it. And if you flinch, if you turn away, I will shut this down again without hesitation. But if you don't, if you actually stay, then maybe I'll loosen my grip. The inner child, the one who waits. You feel different. I don't know why yet, but something feels different. You've been near before. I could feel you like you were right outside, but you didn't come in. Or you did for a second, and then it was too much, and you left. I don't think you meant to, but you did, and I stayed. It's still the same here. Nothing's changed. The feelings, they don't move, they don't fade, they just wait. I learned not to expect anything. That was easier. But now you're here, and I can feel you. Not trying to rush, trying not to fix it. That matters more than you think. But I'm still not sure, because I can feel it too. That edge, that place where it starts to open. And when that happens, everything in me tightens. Because I remember what it was like when no one stayed. So I need to know, not from what you say, from what you do. When it opens, when you feel what I feel, are you going to stay with me? Are you going to leave again? because I can't reach for you if you're not really here. So don't come all the way in yet. Just stay where I can see you. Let me feel you not moving, not disappearing, not turning away. And if you can do that long enough, I think I might come closer. The path where trust is built. This isn't something you break into. It's something you become worthy of entering. You don't overpower the guardian. You respect it because it's the only reason you made it this far. You don't rush the child. You earn your way back, moment by moment. You bring support because this is not a place you prove your strength. It's a place you learn how to hold yourself without leaving. And the work isn't dramatic. It's quiet. It's in the moments where you would normally check out and you don't. It's in the moments where it starts to feel like too much and you soften instead of hardening. It's in the moments where every part of you wants to move away and you stay just a little longer than before. And something begins to happen. Not all at once, but unmistakably. The guardian starts to recognize you, not as the one who left, but as the one who can remain. And the child begins to feel something it hasn't felt in a very long time. Not relief, not yet, but the possibility of not being alone anymore. And that's the doorway. Not force, not insight, presence. Consistent, steady, unwavering presence. That's how you get in. And more importantly, that's how you finally stay. If something in you moved while listening to that, that matters. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need to understand it fully. Just notice. Where did you feel it? Was there tension, softness, resistance? That's the beginning of the work. Not going in, not becoming aware of what happens when you get close. If you recognize the guardian, see if you can shift your relationship to it, not as something to overcome, but as something that has been protecting you for a very long time. And if you felt the presence of that younger part, don't rush toward it. Let it feel you not leaving. Even now, even here, this work doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small moments of staying, moments where you would normally check out and you don't. And over time, that builds something. Trust. Not with me, not with the process, but within yourself. And that changes everything. If this resonated with you, take your time coming back. Maybe go for a walk. Maybe sit in silence for a few minutes. And if you feel like you need support in this work, that's not a weakness. That's wisdom. You don't have to go into these places alone. I'll see you in the next one.